Okay, I have some plan to cover up all these windows above my door. As for my taste, this is very outdated. I do not like the style of this. I'm planning to cover it up with some 3mm MDF sheet, and that's the plan that I have. I'm planning to buy 2 sheets of the 3mm MDF, and then I can stick it up there and paint it over. That's the plan. Get a bunch of the MDF sheet cut up and ready to install. This is what it looks like for all 3 internal doors and the cover above it. I changed all the hardware to black handle and black hinges, so a little bit more clean. I got a new door, so this is for external use. Because that door is pretty damaged now, the bottom is damaged by weather, basically. I got a new door from a local supplier. They are very nice. 3 guy to put it in here, $7 cheaper than Bunnings. This thing is a pain to take out because the screw is just stuck in and then it's flathead screw. This is completely unusable. These 2 definitely can't use. I'm going to attach the door above here, so it should be solid so the screw can actually grab onto the wood. Same thing apply up here. I'm going to have the hinges down here. Current thing that I'm doing is adding a weather strip here. Past week it was raining heavily. Rain just passed through some of the floor here, actually wet. There's a hole there, and I will have foam to seal, and hopefully it's all sealed up for the door. This is the door laying down at my front balcony. So this is the cut list that I have. My place is really old. The frame is not straight. At the top is wider than that at the bottom. I measure 5 times. This is all the numbers I have. This is narrower, and then keep going, keep going, keep going, and this is wider. I need the door at the bottom to be a little bit narrower. Height of the frame is not exactly the same as well. So this is the hinge side, so this is slightly taller than the lock side. 2mm gap at the top. Allow 23mm for weather seal. That's the cut that I'm going to do. Let's cut. This is the update of the back door. I'm quite proud of it. The first thing I need to address is I know the fact that the hinges is not the usual position when you hang a door. You shouldn't be having the hinge that close to the top. This is the original hinge, and that is the second hinge that I put in when I did it temporarily a long time ago. So this 2 position is already used. The hinge that I got is a flush hinge. It's supposed to be sitting flush on top of the frame and the door, so it doesn't need to be chiseled out on the frame and the door. And this is a chisel out slot for the old hinge, so I can't put this on these two slots even if I want to, because it will sit too deep. It won't create a gap for me to open and close the door. Then I just put the hinge above it and below it, and same thing applied to here. This was the old slot and that was the temporary one that I did after that, and now this is the new one. I couldn't do it even below that because this is pretty hollow because of age and weather damage there, so I can only use up here. It works fine. Also, one thing with the back door, when I installed this handle, originally I planned to have this one to be around here because that's what the front door setup is. This is a brand new one, so originally the back door only have this one. It doesn't have a deadbolt. They only have a hole for the normal door handle. They didn't have a hole for the deadbolt, and I start drilling into it as it hits some sort of metal. Then I actually need to relocate the hole up to here. You can see the hole that I tried to patch up here. So that's the new hole. That's the original hole that I'm going for, and I hit metal, then I stop. Let me explain what's going on with the front door. This is actually the old door that I have for the back. I'm in the process of painting the door. I measured the width of the door, which is 804, uniformly to be 804 for the width. For the door here, this width of the frame is 816, so 816. That is like 12 mil of a gap, which is nonsense, to be honest. I got this kind of hinges, which is 2 mil thickness. This side is always 2 mil for the door hinge. This side will leave a big gap. So let's say I measure from here all the way. The current door is 804 right there. Now you can imagine that the gap, that is a huge gap. I'm just really annoyed about it. I don't know what's going on with the last owner when they installed a new door. Why did they make it so narrow, not suitable for the frame? I do not understand. This is a 6 mil pine wood. I'm planning on making a bunch of strip. This is the numbers that I'm aiming for. The gap for the left side and the right side should be around 3 to 5 mil. 816 minus 5 is 811. So this is what I'm supposed to have. What I have is 804. I need to make up 7 mil. You can see I cut off a few strips. This is a 6 mil pine wood. This is 3 mil MDF. This is for the top of the door. And I'm going to use some wood glue and some nails to nail the 3 pieces to the side of the door. I have filled in all the gap there for the extra strip that I put in. Now I'm waiting for it to dry, then I can sand it smooth and continue painting. So now this is the front door. I didn't buy a new door for this one because the old one that come with the house is still usable. It's just having a big gap. Still have a quite noticeable gap compared to the back door. You can see I did a better job with the gap around the whole frame because this is a new door. I cut it based on the frame. As I explained previously, I will always have a 2 mil gap because the hinge is 2 mil thick. So 2 mil, and there will be a big gap here. I try my very best to try to build up the door again, and this is the result. If I didn't build up the door, this gap will be about 10 mil, which is 1 centimeter. I probably can't even close the door. So yeah, this is the update of the front door, and I installed the weather strip as well. I changed all the hardware again to all black, and this is from Amazon. I really like it. It's pretty. I like it a lot. This is what all the doors look like now.